Domo oregato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, domo, psh, psh, domo, domo, psh, psh. Hey everybody, welcome to the temple. My name is Monk Luigi. How's everyone doing today? First things first, you saw the thumbnail, you know what we're about to get right into. But if you could, please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It definitely helps me grow as a channel content creator, as well as you will be aware when I'm dropping new video content, as well as when I'm going live. I think YouTube has set up the channel so that way you can tell if there's a video set up, and if you scroll over, you'll see that there's a live screen set up when I'm doing live streaming. So without further ado, let's dive into the topic. We as a human society are being attacked by the robots. Yes, by the robots, specifically automation. Now, what brought me into this was an article, as you can see in front of you, of McDonald's in White Castle going to automation. Yes, White Castle. And if you don't know what White Castle is, it is one of the best restaurants ever to send you to the bathroom. But you don't talk about my White Castles, okay? You get yourself 2 double cheese sliders anyway with fries and a Coke. You do this, okay? If you come to New York City, you come to White Castle and you get yourself a double cheeseburger slider, all right? Coke and fries. You do this. You get pizza, you get hot dogs, you get yourself White Castle. Anyway, nevertheless, the article was about McDonald's in Fort Worth and a White Castle in New York City deciding to get fully automated. Now, what's playing in front of you right now is a specific AI machine, which is running not only the fry station as well as the stove countertop for the White Castles. And then on the flip side, with the McDonald's, that restaurant is fully automated. I think someone put out a tweet indicating that the entire restaurant was empty. If you was to walk into the restaurant, you just put in your information into a kiosk, and then from there, the machines in the back ran everything. And if you was to drive up into the McDonald's, to the drive-up window, there was a conveyor belt. He was met by a conveyor belt, and all of the food is already pre-prepped and made, as well as the drinks. And then the conveyor belt gives you the packages of whatever you've ordered. And this came with a few details in the article. For one thing, they made the statement that due to the fact that there wasn't so many people trying to get hired by jobs or looking or job seeking, they had to find an alternative for how they're able to fully run many of their restaurants, especially since it's so hard to get new hires in current days. And then secondly, they found that it was actually way more cost efficient due to the fact that so many people now they're saying, hey, we won't go to work unless the minimum for, flipping a double cheeseburger and making the fries and overall customer service and gratitude is raised up to $25 an hour. That's roughly about $45,000 annually, depending on the state that you go to. In fact, that'll be throughout, no matter what the income to debt ratio is of the state. So you, depending on where you live, you can be making a lot of income for customer service working. However, with the robots, it cuts back a few $10,000, so roughly about $3,500 a year, or $19.67 at a minimum. So 19 to 25 an hour of salary work with the robots. So with that out of the way, there was other articles that went with alongside the McDonald's and White Castle's motif. There was an article where they said that they were making AI robots for medical and hospitals, where, as you can see in front of you, there was a robot going and roaming around, taking information for patients and getting the overall dialogue and medical history as well. And they were testing that one out as well in the medical field. And then one new article that came across my page was coming this year in February, they're going to have an AI robot in the law. So there's going to actually be the prosecutor or defendant robot going and helping a potential person not face jail time or face criminal charges. Initially, it started in the UK, and the company was called Do Not Pay. I believe that's what it was called, Do Not Pay. The company, as you can see in front of you, started in the UK with traffic violations, and from there they expanded to America. The company has a whole website where they also go over other cases, where they go from defendant to prosecutor to traffic to other menial tasks as well in the automotive world. And apparently from the UK, China was actually the initiator of using AI robots in the courtrooms from since July of last year, at least from that's with the article that I pulled up and what you see in front of your screen. The AI apparently is mandated in China to be always referenced to by law, by Chinese law, whenever they're going through any court proceedings, which is very interesting. This can raise some debates or ethics in regards to how someone can be properly defended, but they've been doing it since July, and they literally converted it into a law of using an AI system. And how that would work is from the article, as far as in America, the defendant would represent themselves essentially, and the AI system, depending on the series of questions and how the prosecutor is going after the individual, they will listen to it and then they will give consultation. So it's similar to just having an automated consultant with you to go ahead and aid you into winning your case. Now, they didn't say who was getting prosecuted or what the case was about, but they said that this will be occurring this February of this year. Nevertheless, I was looking at a few articles as well as far as the automation series, where they said that in about 2033, 50% of our jobs will be automated. And automation, although it's going to be taking a lot of jobs away, they're projecting that about 97 million new jobs will be brought into the system by 2025. Now, my thoughts on all of this is it's very, very interesting. One, they're going to be taking the jobs. Nah, they're going to be taking the jobs. Not all the jobs. I think that many of the menial tasks will be taken away. I was talking with one of my friends who will be making a YouTube soon about this, and he said, well, due to the fact that money really doesn't have any value at all, it's okay that automation comes in and starts doing a lot more for us. Question is whether or not the state is going to do it. The first thing that I came up with, my conclusion was, this is going to lead to all of American denizens eventually getting universal basic income. For those who don't know about universal basic income, universal basic income, or UBI, is about a $500 to $1,000 stipend that individuals will receive monthly to cover expenses or to mitigate any financial restitutions. This has been tested already in California and New York. It's supposed to allow, it has one benefit where it helps lower income individuals. They showed an increase in percentage of those people who are in lower income brackets being able to work just full-time jobs without having to take on a part-time job. However, sadly, they're still looking into, or they saw that it was just a negative to those who made way more than that a year. To me, I don't think currently that this would be a good projection going if we had to go into UBI. But as far as the automation goes, I don't see much of a problem if it's integrated correctly with human society. I don't believe that everything should lean on robots. And where I'm coming from this is, I'm pretty sure everyone can relate to the fact that when you have to call in to an employer or to a specific business and you get that automated robot thing, and it has no actual personality to be able to truly assist you with something so small. Although, many people may be calling in and whatever they're complaining about could literally be fixed in like 10 or 20 seconds, dealing with the robot, it seems to take over 3 or 4 hours just to fix a 20-second thing. Sometimes things that are so small that all it takes is just a few seconds of your moment of time can extend longer when dealing with automation. To me, I'm not a fan of automation for everything. However, it does have its advantages when it comes to meaningless tasks or repeated tasks or things that are too backbreaking. So it's just going to be an interesting time going forward. I'm definitely going to be looking into how the case turns out in February for the automated defense attorney. It's interesting. Would you allow a robot to help you? Would you help you win your case going against a prosecutor, or help you to prosecute a case if it was a serious crime? What about a judge? Would you have a robot be a sitting judge, or would you have a full jury of robots or AI systems pretty much by detail dictating whether or not you're guilty or not? It's interesting times. Anyway, I definitely wanted to put this video out of here. Hopefully you picked something out of this and learned something. The articles, as you know, are in the description box below. And thank you all for coming to the temple. My name is Luigi, and this L is for you. Later.